Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys the different categories and divisions there is in women's bodybuilding. Like I said, I did wellness. If you haven't watched my vlog, I highly recommend it. It was a very fun time, and I can't wait to get back on stage again. A lot of people had a lot of questions on how I got placed and in terms of was there a weight class? How did you get selected to be in that particular group to be compared with all the other girls? And that's what I'm going to kind of talk about. And I'm also going to talk about that the different types there are and why I chose wellness. If you found this video helpful or informative, please share it with all your friends and family. And do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. It helps me out so much. And follow me on my Instagram at Squatting Saffron. So generally in the bodybuilding shows, they go from the biggest to the smallest, and that's talking about muscularity. The biggest of the people, like bodybuilding physique, all the way to bikini being the smallest. So it goes in that order. Starting off with the women's bodybuilding, this is what the body should basically look like. So it has a weight class. It goes from lightweight to heavyweight, and the posing is like the men's bodybuilding division. If you ever seen men and how they pose, they have about the similar poses. They do wear a connected two-piece suit. All the women wear the bikini, but in this particular one, it is connected from the back. So it wraps around from the back and all the way to the hips, to the bottom part of the bikini. So they do have to go barefoot. They don't have to wear heels, and for their individual posing routine, they actually got to choose a music that they want to come out to most of the times, and then they put on their performance to show off their muscularity. And for this criteria, they really have a very low body fat. As you can see, it is all muscle, so I have so much respect for this category. It is like phenomenal. Up next is the women's physique, and the women's physique looks something like this. In the women's physique, they do have a weight class. The posing is very similar to like the ones that they do in the men's. In men's physique, they actually wear boy shorts. But again, see, even in here, the women are still gonna wear the bikini, the two-piece suit. And it's almost as lean and as big as bodybuilding, but not to the extreme as bodybuilding. There is a slight different muscularity in what they require in bodybuilding and physique. Sometimes they only have one. It just depends what show it is and who is going to go on there, and for whoever is going to participate in that certain division. And even in here, they do have a connected two-piece suit, same thing, just like the previous one. And they are barefoot. So even them, they don't have to wear heels. And it is a little bit more muscular than figure, which is the next one that I'm going to be talking about. Moving on to women's figure. This is one of my favorite ones. And I don't know if I would transition into this particular division or not. I do really like it. And if wellness wasn't a category that I could choose from, I probably would have gone with figure. I love that shape of figure as well, but this is what figure needs, or this is what the figure division should look like. And by the way, I'm just making these as an example. I did not choose anybody in particular. Most of these women I don't know. So I just wanted to choose the ones that were the pros, or the ones that really do fit into that figure or physique category, and I just Googled it, so not a biased at all. So in women's figure, you do need to be less bigger than physique and bodybuilding. The posing is totally different. As you can see how the front and the back posing is a lot more different than the other ones. They do have a two-piece connector suit, so even them, they have to have the connections from going from the back all the way to the hip. And in this one, this is where they start wearing the heels. So in figure, it requires the heels. And now is the time where the overall size and the symmetry comes to play. So they need to have a wide back, and you have to show your back. They have the cap shoulders, small waist, shaped glutes, and quads, as you can see. So this is also another one of my favorite categories. Up next is women's wellness. As I said in my previous videos before, wellness is fairly new to the US, so it's only been like a year since it's been here, but it is also one of my favorite categories. So, and I will get into it why I chose wellness, but this is what wellness looks like. So it is more lower body than upper body. It still has cap shoulders and a small waist, but in this one, you don't have to show your back. So you do have to have a developed back, and we all know that to have a small waist, you have to have a wider back. And judges will see that depending on your hair length. A lot of women choose to, get hair extensions and stuff like that, so they don't really have to show their back, but that's just a personal preference right there. They do have a two-piece suit, but this time there are no connectors. So from now on, from wellness all the way to bikini, you do not have to have a suit that has a connector. But I will say that the wellness suit is different. So the women's figure suit was different, so it was physique. And you can see this one is also different. So it has to be a V cut from the front, and they have to wear heels. So this is where you still have to wear heels. And it's suitable for people with more body fat and more developed lower body. So if you carry a lot more weight on you and you're not that lean, and you want to really, compete, and you have a more dominant lower body than your upper body, then this is a great division to compete in. It's one of my favorites. Now I'm gonna talk about why I chose wellness. So like I said, that I really liked figure and I also liked wellness. And I do fall into both of them. I really strongly believe that. Like I said, I would still be a novice in any of the categories, and novice is somebody who has never done a show before. So that's how I got placed into it. You don't have to pick true novice when you first do a show. You can go by height. And also, figure and wellness and bikini do not get placed by body weight. It is by height. So you will be compared to all the other women that have the similar height. So it's like a height category, and depending on how many people are there, they will break it down to at least like 5 girls in each class. So it'll be class A, B, C, and so on and so forth until they are done with all the women that have registered for that particular division. Now, I chose wellness because I look for a challenge. And when I was looking at all the different categories and divisions, I was trying to see what I kind of want my dream physique to be like. And I like bigger legs. So I like the look of them. So that's why I thought of competing in the wellness category. Also, I do not push myself hard enough when it comes to legs. I admit it. I'm the person who will skip leg day in a heartbeat. I do not like training my legs. But when it comes to competing, and as competitive as I am, I decided to take this as an opportunity to grow my legs. And if I didn't just like this division and my legs really, really didn't grow, then I would probably have changed to bikini, or I would go to figure. But during this whole prep, I realized that I am a big fat liar, and I can grow my legs, and I have potential, because I would have not won first place as a true novice. So I decided to just stick with wellness, and I'm still pushing a lot more harder on my lower body, and I am refusing to give up now. So I don't have a game plan set, but when I do, I will make a video on that. But I really liked wellness because I thought that overall that physique looked very flattering, it looked very sexy, and it looked very healthy. You didn't have to be so lean and cut. And you still had a lot more body fat percentage without looking like you were like sick, sometimes, and that's just the nature of, bodybuilding, that when you're on stage and you are about to present yourself, there's so much going on in your body, and basically you didn't have any water or anything to eat probably. So within those few hours and stuff, you actually feel your worst, but you look your best. And I couldn't imagine being so lean and having that kind of physique. So that's why I just stick to wellness, because I was like, I think that seemed a little more achievable, and achieved I did. So I'm so glad. A lot of people are asking me why I chose wellness. Well, that's my answer. For the last division that I have is women's bikini. So women's bikini looks something like this. Women's bikini is a highly stacked division. I will say that. Any show I've been to and the show that I participated in, this class has just been out of the rage. I mean, there are so many people competing in this certain this certain division. I can't say that word. But they overall, the look is like your beach babe type. You know, one that you kind of see in like fitness magazines and stuff. So it's not a lot of muscularity. It is more capped shoulders though. You still should have that. Abs and glutes. And your quads but are developed, but not to the same degree as wellness. It is smaller than wellness. Even in here, you have a two-piece bikini suit. This one does sit right at the hip, as you can see. It is not like wellness, where it's a lot more up. So in wellness, it's a lot more V-shaped from the front, and in bikini, it just sits right there, just like your normal bikini beach suit that you would, you know, wear when you're going out and stuff. But in here, again, you do have to wear heels, and they have a more of an hourglass figure. So the nice thing about a bikini as well is that you don't have to show your back again. Bikini doesn't require that. Judges don't want to see that. You should, though, be symmetrical to upper body and lower body. So one can't be bigger than the other. And if it is, you know, you will get points taken down and you will be scored a little bit differently than the other girls up there. I hope that you guys liked this video and you got a better understanding of the different categories in women's bodybuilding. If you guys want me to do a one for men's, I can definitely do that. But I hope this helped you guys, whoever were messaging me about the questions that they had about how I got placed, what it was, and was it by height, weight, or what. I do want to take a brief moment in saying that I didn't really focus much on my weight. I will say I did lose 20 pounds during this prep, and I prepped for 6 months. And that was just a scale. It's just to scale, really. It's been like 3 weeks after the show. I don't really know what weight I'm sitting at, and that's just not my concern right now. I probably will start doing that sometime this weekend, next week or so. But I do want to say I didn't do my body fat either. I don't know what my body fat percentage was when I went on stage. And that kind of stuff doesn't matter. I hope that this helps a little bit more, because a lot of people can get stuck in the numbers. I was the person that was like that too. But you realize that the judges are looking for overall. And like I said in my vlog, you have to present your best version there. So judges are going to be judging on all the people, all the girls in your class and in your division, and they're going to see which individual fits best into that specific category. It's not the one that has the biggest glutes or the most V-shaped back or anything like that. No, it is overall that they're looking for a body. We all have strong parts in our body, we all have weak parts in our body, but it's just what the judges want for that specific division. Anyways, after all that rumbling on, I hope that you guys like this video. And if you haven't already done so, do like this video. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.